What are the differences among these four verbs? Spend, buy, pay, and purchase. In this video, I'll show you ways you can use each of these verbs. The verbs spend and pay are similar, and buy and purchase are similar. Notice that the word order can change a little bit if you decide to use spend or pay, buy, or purchase. He spent $50 on shoes. Here's the prepositional phrase at the end using on. You could also use for. He spent $50 for shoes. And with the verb pay, he paid $50 for shoes. Here's the prepositional phrase. You can only use for, and with pay you can't use on. He bought shoes for $50. Here's the product, the thing, and then here is the prepositional phrase with the dollar amount at the end. Likewise, with purchase, he purchased shoes. Here's the object after purchase, and then the prepositional phrase goes here. He spent $50 on shoes or for shoes. He paid $50 for shoes. He bought shoes for $50, or he purchased shoes for $50. Just remember that the word purchase has a more formal feel to it. Most people will use the verb buy. Here's the verb spend in the simple form. In the past tense, it's spent. As a past participle, it's spent. And the present participle is spending. How much did you spend? In this question, here's the helping verb. This is the main verb. It's in the simple form. And when you give the answer, I spent, and then here is the dollar amount. This verb is in the past tense. Both the question and the answer are in the past tense. How much do you spend on groceries? And the answer, I spend, and then here's the money, here's the amount. I spend $80 on groceries. Or you could just say, I spend $80. But the money goes here. I spend $80 on groceries. Or I spend $80 for groceries. This would be a weekly amount. You could also add the word usually. I usually spend $80 on groceries. Here's the verb pay in the simple form. In the past tense, it's paid. As a past participle, it's paid. And the present participle is paying. Pay, paid, paid, paying. How much did you pay? This question is for an amount of money. I paid, and then here's the amount. I paid $100. I paid $1,000. You could also add on a prepositional phrase. I paid this amount for, and then here would be the thing. I paid $100 for the shoes. Use pay with money, but the word pay can also be used with a person. How much did you pay? I paid $20. Who did you pay? I paid. And then here's the person that receives the money. I paid the cashier. How much did you pay? I paid $20. Who did you pay? I paid the cashier. This is the person who receives the money. Here's the verb buy in the simple form. In the past tense, it's bought. As a past participle, it's bought. And as a present participle, it's buying. Buy, bought, bought, buying. What did you buy? Here's the helping verb. Here's the main verb. I bought. And then here is the thing. This is the thing that you bought. I bought a chair. I bought a chair. I bought some shoes. Here's the verb purchase in the simple form. In the past tense, it's purchased. This is a T sound after that S. Purchased. The past participle is also purchased. And the present participle is purchasing. Compared to buy, which is a verb similar to purchase, this is more formal. What or how much did you purchase? I or we purchased, and then this would be the amount. I purchased 2 pounds. This might be an amount of meat or vegetables. I purchased 2 pounds of fish. You could also use bought. That's really the same. Use the word purchase for a product. What did you purchase? I purchased a TV. If you replace purchased with bought, the meaning is exactly the same. It's just that this has a higher level of diction. It sounds more formal. If it's a large amount, then this might be a good choice. We purchased $10,000 in equipment. You could replace purchased with bought, and the meaning is exactly the same. But in some circumstances, a person might choose to use purchased instead. To use the word spend as a noun, you usually have to create a gerund. We have to watch our spending. My spending, your spending, his spending. This is the amount of money. Our spending, my spending, his spending, her spending. This is the behavior that's related to spending. How do you spend money? That's your spending. And the word watch is often used in this case. You watch your spending. You are careful with your money. When the word pay is used as a noun, it's the money that a person receives as salary or wages. They work for very little pay. Here's the noun. That was a good buy. Here, the word buy is a noun. If you say something was a good buy, then the value received for the money was good. Or it was a good decision. That was a good buy. the value was good or the product was good. I'd like to make a purchase. In this sentence, purchase is a noun after make.